What's up, Spikelings? The stream's only source of entertainment, Esther here, welcoming you back to the Shark Typhoon. Today, we're changing things up with actual jokes and some real joy in the stream. So sit back, relax, and get ready to have fun for a change.
Well, this hand's sick. We get to go turn 2 Linebreaker, turn 3 Madcap. Okay, I think we broke Modern. Now I'm gonna put might have broke it in the title. This hand is crazy. Why can't I have just been on the freaking play, dude? Do I want any of these? No, I think I do not. Play around with Thoughtseize. Not that I necessarily think they have one. Get this in the Mox field for y'all too. Up against Living End? Oh, thankfully not. Unironically, rather play against Nadu. Although our plan is not going to be at our best in this matchup, unfortunately. Could haste an Emperion next turn, haste another Emperion next turn, the turn after. Gonna get chump blocked a little too hard, probably. We do have sideboard cards. Unfortunately, I can't quite exile this Saga. Yeah, maybe if we were on the play, we'd be able to get rid of the Saga here. Just too slow on the draw. It's okay. Hopefully, I cannot believe they haven't banned Nadu yet. It's just so ridiculous. Okay, so let's bring in these 8 cards, I think. And then cut the Madcap package. Great. Yeah, we did consider Eldrazi Mimic. Didn't quite make the cut. So I guess I have to play one more card here. Kind of don't hate a Crumble to go with our other land destruction stuff. I'll just play Gemstone Caverns on the draw instead of over it, though. Okay, so nothing to imprint. We got a bunch of sideboard cards, so let's keep. Cyber62, thank you, welcome back. Appreciate you. Turn 2 Linebreaker, turn 3 Prayer. We broke Modern, proceeds to lose turn 3. Yeah. Aspiring Spike way. Alright, I think I want a Thought-Knot Seer this turn. If we had been on the play that game, though, it would have been so different, maybe. Maybe not. Alright, they got Nadu and Shuko in the hand. Let's take that Nadu. Hope we don't get Thought-Knot Bud. I think they would start off with Dismember. They instead Springheart and Tuco their Grazer, and they play the Windswept Heath that they drew for turn. Maybe I should have done this end of turn, I guess, because I'm going to let them get another token off the Heath. I want to be able to attack or, like, force the Dismember. Yeah, I should have done this a little bit later. There's a good chance they just don't crack the Heath. Alright, so take a card off the Seer. Nice to have Null Elemental Blast up. They put a Boseiju into their graveyard, so drawing up to 3 cards here. One of them is a Shuko still. Oh, sorry, they already cast the Shuko. All new cards. Oh, and they're also only drawing to for some reason I could have swore they had another card there. Is Emperion the best thing to grab Madcap? Yeah, it does. It's the only thing that doesn't deal you a ton of damage. Okay, so they got one card in their hand. Could it be a Court of Calling? 1, 2, 3. It could be Court of Calling. I think it could be Court of Calling enough for me to want to cast this Seer this turn instead of doing anything else. Obviously, the Kozilek's commands will be good later. The Seer's also not getting a lot better than this. Pick your poison for sideboard. Maybe, I don't know. It's always tough to oh, we win. Nice. Always tough to build a sideboard for your first draft. Okay, that was easy. I just have to win game 3. That was so lucky. Kozilek's command can kill a token and draw a key for its worth. Yeah, it would probably just untap though instead of doing that. Okay, so Caverns in on the draw. Let's click the submit button. There's the Caverns. Wow, this hand is beautiful. Can't wait to lose with it. Just kidding. Alright, so turn 1 Fanatic of Rhonas. A Halfling would put me under some weird pressure here, where I kind of just to main phase the Kozilek's command, or Kozilek's return, whatever this card's called. Graveyard's the Thoracle, and then not be able to hold up the Null Elemental Blast. Because I can't counter Nadu at that point. Oh, they dismember my Fanatic. That could be pretty bad for me. We'll see if we are able to draw a land. Nice. Okay, do we want to imprint this Worldbreaker? I think the answer is no. I think having this in the hand is probably going to be pretty important. And I think I'm actually going to grab a Karplusan Forest so that next turn I could Eternalize Fanatic, potentially. While still keeping up the blast this turn. Although I guess the reason to imprint would be next turn I could Eternalize and keep up the Null Blast. We could have imprinted Null Blast. Well, I'm holding a Blast off this no matter what. Why not exile it? You could just tap the land to get Breaker back. Well, I won't be able to do that if I am tapping this for mana every turn is the problemo, as it were. It's okay, Blades. Could not have lost a bet to a better gamer than Dingo. So I guess I'm just gonna main phase this. Where if they fetch, we should still get to. Why didn't they? I guess they didn't bestow because they have Court of Calling. It's also why I'm main phasing this to play around Court of Calling. Composer with the 11 months. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. Nice little 2-for-1, and also very nice that we can lash back the return with this Worldbreaker. Yeah, I think I actually don't counter this, so I can just proactively play my Worldbreaker, then have this for a later Nadu. Get in for a free 2 damage. Maybe we did break it after all. To all the although we did board out the Madcaps. Also, if we put the breaker under the Labyrinth, like they know that we have access to it, which is not free. Dude, this card is so freaking good. Okay, keep because of Devourer. And then let's grab Grove of the Burnwillows, I think. And I could play Linebreaker on turn 2. Unprint the Emperion. Could play Linebreaker turn 2, and then on turn 3, I could play Fanatic and then give it haste with the Linebreaker. Although I wouldn't be able to use the extra colorless mana from the lab exactly. So I think I'll play Fanatic and against Scalding Tarn specifically too. Just getting this down is probably a bit less fragile because of the whole 4th point of toughness situation. Oh, we're up against Storm, but they don't have a second land. Well, y'all asked how we would beat Storm. I guess this is the answer. So actually seems really clear that I should just cast this Thought-Knot Seer. I can't go Linebreaker into Thought-Knot Seer because of the colorless mana requirement, but then next turn I can Mycospawn the Parlor. So they have 2 rituals. I think I have to take a ritual, right? Okay, just dodge land, easy peasy. Would you put Bogum on a green? Yeah, I think so. I keep honestly been meaning to add it, and then just kind of like waffling at the last second, but should be in there. Then we also get to play a Linebreaker. Just kill him in 2 turns. Okay. 4 left. I'm glad we added these. Do you think I probably want to trim on the Madcap stuff a little bit? Gonna bring in a Gemstone Caverns, maybe over Kessig Wolf Run. Why Ritual? So me taking the Ritual there makes it much harder for them to kill me next turn, where they want to be able to go Ritual, Row, Ritual, Metamorphose, and it's just like minus 2 mana for them. Make it a lot harder for them. They kind of have to draw a Ritual off turn, Metamorphose, or the Desperate, the Rin's Resolve for them to be able to kill me there. Maybe I do want the Bog. Bog is probably just not really going to come up. Right? I think on the draw, I'm just mulligan the Magebane Lizard. Alright. Mission accomplished. I guess we should also just put back Grove. Grove is a little bit worse in this matchup where we're clearly the aggro deck. I made Brew, Oslo Pride, Asmo Cookbook, Crash Mono. Not yet. It's been like ever since Doom did it, I've been wanting to look at it, work on it. I don't know, there's just been too much to do. Maybe have not gotten around to it yet. Yeah, this is not, particularly unbeatable for Storm. We could even just die right now, but probably not dying right now, I guess, if they are graveyarding a Desperate Ritual. Go, Magebane Lizard, go! Goodbye, Magebane Lizard, goodbye. They have 3rd land. If they don't have 3rd land, I'm pretty happy. Okay, they do have 3rd land, so I imagine they cast this Reckless Impulse, lose the Past in Flames. They hit a Ral and a Pyretic Ritual, which is pretty scary. So I think seeing Ral Pyretic Ritual, I probably just want to Kozilek's Command. And then this game may be decided by a coin flip, you know what I mean? I guess I should actually make spawns here. Hope we don't lose this coin flip. They lost the flip, so we won. Do they have another instant here? They don't. Big news. They still have 6 mana, so we're not exactly out of the fire yet, but we may in fact be out of the frying pan. There's a wish. 3 mana left for Galvanic Relay. See a bunch of non-static prison cards. Do we just break prison? Yeah. Seems that way. Really looking like a good wish target. Alright, 2 mana for Rin's Resolve. Take 1. Another Desperate Rich from the Bloodstained Mire. Deals damage to our opponent for each non-creature spell they've played this turn. So this is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. But it might be possible for them to combo through. The problem is we just couldn't play any artifact hate here. Taking 2. Storm just looks so bad. Oh no, you saying this means we're kind of doomed to lose. Although I can only if they don't cast a Static Prison or a Grape Shot right now, we should win. But I don't know. This is I went Magebane on turn 2. I went killed their thing on turn 3. I played another World Breaker, get Magebane back turn 4, and then we still have like a pretty good chance to lose. Yeah, but if they can't kill the Magebane Lizard right now, they can't even wish for an answer. We win. So we need to dodge a Grape Shot, we need to dodge a Static Prison, which seems like they probably don't have at this point. Probably gonna win. So beating Nadu, beating Storm, potentially. Alright, you cast another non-creature spell, you're dead. I guess maybe they couldn't have gone Ral, try to flip. They can't even flip here. Okay, GG. I'm kind of tempted by this one, y'all. If I see an Ugin's Lab or an Eldrazi Temple off this Devour, this hand's pretty good. So I'm just kind of going to be okay with 5 looks at one of those. Alright, say no to any of those. And if we brick, we'll just win both sideboard games. Oh, my opponent's playing 80 cards. Oh, the cube drafting thing starts tomorrow, so I want to do that in between rounds of the challenge. Come on! Fuck. I don't know, would you all gone to 5? I think it's okay. It's just like you draw 1 and all of a sudden you okay command into Thought-Knot Seer. Maybe going to 5 is better. We'll just see what they're doing. Probably not Scape Shift. We could just draw 1 off the Kozilek's command. Let's say brings light Scape Shift. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is. The cube draft setup for 64 mans was terribly thought out, very saddening. I thought it seemed pretty exciting, but what was the problem? As a cycle of Kozilek's command. These are tomorrow. I don't know. I thought it seemed fun. The Times Arena is not accessible to a large number of people. Ah, I see. I see. For in parallel the challenges. I see. Good criticism. Well, I do want to play it out and kind of see what they're cooking over there, but it seems like our hand did not work out. Counterspell looks kind of ambitious in their mana base. Sure thing, Delph. Glad you got us up from Dingo. Returns no cards to hand with red and 6. I just want to see what they're playing. Your turn. Is this 4-color Mouth of Flage? It might be, and they might be playing Scapeshift in their deck. Did WotC decide Naru's fine? I think that they're just waiting to their scheduled BNR announcement to make any kind of decision. Okay, so I'm going to try to exile this counterspell. Psych, they ban nothing. They might ban nothing, but it would be kind of silly. There's been so much misinfo and stuff. I'm kind of over the speculation game. Ban one ring, restrict not. Now, what if we restricted Nadu instead? Want to exile the Flage? I'm not trying to win this game. I'm trying to resolve a Thought-Knot Seer. Maybe I should have made a spawn to do this. I'm not trying to resolve a Thought-Knot Seer and look at their hand and get the info for next game. This is not a game I'm trying to win. We kept a risky 6 that did not pay off. Am I planning to be more involved in RCQs this season, Spike? Not exactly planning, but probably will. I will just kind of continue to play RCQs when they're convenient to me. I'm going to go to Vegas to try to queue for the PT. I think I will have time to play in some this season when I didn't really have any time last season. But we'll just see. Seen these people with yeah, there's been a lot of just people lying about emergency Nadu bans. I actually there's a couple people who I think are like explicitly doing it to try to like manipulate the market. And I think there was one person who was successful. Okay, so embarrassing game. The Emperion is going to dodge a lot of their non-solitude removal, which is pretty nice. Null Elemental Blast also seems pretty reasonable, though, against like the Omnath, Teferi, Rin and 6, potentially Bring to Light deck. So obviously don't have anything that is too particularly poor in the matchup. Pretty cuts. I guess we could do this. We'll keep trimming it in every matchup. I don't know. I think it's good game one. Yeah, Mycospawn's great. Just every other card is maybe a bit more important. We could maybe go down on Linebreakers. Let's try this. Piran seems mid. Maybe. I think it is going to dodge a lot of their interaction, but maybe it is mid. Alright, let's give this one a keep. It can't. So it's kind of salty. Alright, from what Teferi. I mean, it does dodge Flage. It dodges Discharge, Prismatic Ending, Wrath of Skies. But yeah, maybe we should just be off it completely. Oh, binding to him. Alright, good pickup. Love to draw Eldrazi Temple and kick a Mycospawn here. So not quite that lucky. Maybe maybe it was better to save this to kick next turn. But I like that if I do this, I get to hold up the Null Elemental Blast, and I'm not so reliant on my Fanatic for mana either. I'll just Null Elemental Blast to Fairy, maybe. I think I can counter this. It's gonna obviously don't have to Fairy, they may not have another land, and I'm kind of scared of Beseiju anyways. So let's go ahead and do this main phase 1, so my opponent isn't able to, like, kill my Emperion in combat and stop me from tapping this for extra mana. Go after their white mana. And then I can grab the Kessig Wolf Run too and pump for some, or put Wolfbreaker in my hand. Though they just conceded. I mean, it didn't look that bad there. Could also haste it, right? I think I'm cutting a Vista on the draw for a Gemstone Cavern. Safekeeper Protect Emperion's cool. Yeah, maybe. I almost feel like what's nice about this deck is you just don't care that much about your Emperion dying. Or like being balanced, you just cast it again. It's just like another threat. Okay, do I put back second Fanatic or do I put back the Kessig Wolf Run? I think I'll put on the draw, I'll put back the Wolf Run. Welcome back to the hand, Fanatic. Do I want to Thought-Knot Seer to prevent the ring? Probably the most prudent course of action. A little bit Fanatic flooded. Not leading on Temple. So was it better to lead on Temple? It might have been. Big expressive iteration. Big Note Temple will be turn 2 Seer. Yeah. I guess there's not a lot of downside. Okay, Rin and 6, which I guess we're attacking here. Not the scariest. We'll see what we draw, but I'm not sure what I'm playing this turn. Probably not one of those. I guess I should probably just Mycospawn for a Ugin's Lab. Does it make more sense? Okay, I can get a Temple. It like doesn't help me. I guess if I drew another green, I could maybe Trample Fanatic instead next turn. But I'm probably just wanting to kick a Mycospawn next turn. I could get Lab off that one if I wanted to. I didn't bring in the Bog. It's probably okay to not bring in Bog. They still have that Force of Negation. They still have the Temple Garden, the basic mountain. 2 other cards. We can try to Mycospawn them off the ability to even play the Flage. That might not work. Myco without kicking plus Fanatic. I think kicking is pretty important here. Unless they have a Replicate. It'd be such a nightmare if they had Consign. Looks like they do have it. Such a nightmare. Yeah, probably just countering my triggered abilities. Oh, wow. They let me search for a land, huh? We'll take that. Get the Wolf Run. Do I get another Temple? Just get another Temple. If I want to get Lab or something, I can get it off this, or off the next Mycospawn. I guess they do have the Mountain in their hand to escape the Flage this turn, though. Oh, they're not escaping Flage. That's pretty big. They care about the 3/3 body. Yeah, I think it was probably wrong for them to choose that one. Yeah, so the mountain is still going to escape the Flage next turn. Punish for not bringing the Bog in. Okay, so we're going to go kick a Mycospawn, play 2 Fanatics. A bit awkward. Maybe I should have just got the Wolf Run. Oh my gosh, I definitely should have got Wolf Run. I thought I had 1 more mana this turn. That was a big punt. We got Devourers for Flage. Emperion can check Flage. Not the end of the world. But the Wolf Run would have been so nice here. Okay, so they have Temple Garden, Mountain Force. Play the Mountain, so that and some mystery cards. Nice that this just doesn't kill anything else. Okay, I know that they have Force of Negation. 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably just good to hold up the Kozilek's command here. Maybe they tap out of the Force of Negation. Not committing into a verdict so much. Chrysalis would have been sweet here. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever people get like really, they really want me to add a card, it's always like they just imagine it's in play. I don't know. Like, how would we have drawn at this game over what card? You know, would it have lived? Okay, they target the Flage, or they're the Emperion. I'll just not block, of course. Okay, untap. Better than Emperion, probably? You're out of your mind. Alright, let's get these down, I guess. Chrysalis comes with 2 signs. Give me a sec to go to the sister to live. Yeah, sure, but I don't know. It would not have been better than the Emperion here. I think. They might not have another fetchable blue. Crack my Vista Gnome. How am I going to get this Kozilek's command to resolve? I don't know. I might not. I maybe will just have to like try to play, like if they crack this in the turn for a Surveil land, I may just want to like make them pitch a card if they even have a card. Oh, this is also a way. Really? Oh, that was nice. Okay, I'm not believe they're fetching here. That was kind of a freebie. All right, bottom. 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 Just stack the whole deck here. So I think I want to draw something impactful plus another Kozilek's command. Could that be? Could I just want to like start world breaking and Mycospawning them? Maybe. They have a lot of lands in play. So I think I want to put Mycospawn last because it like shuffles. Oh, I guess they still have. You'll just double Worldbreaker next turn because they still have the force, right? Okay, they put a card on top. Their other cards are Force of Negation, 2 more lands. Yeah, they're playing 80 cards. 80 cards, by the way. So they have 4 white sources. They have 2 red sources. Or 3 red sources. 2 green. I think I might be able to cut them off red for more flages. Graveyard's a halfling. I also don't know, do I want to attack here? Kind of a tough call. Tough game. It's not actually that tough. Yeah, snap the block off. They might have another one. Is what it is. They might have verdicts. Well, pretty awkward I didn't save a Worldbreaker for one of those. We're drawing a Kozilek's command next turn. My opponent has Force of Negation available. Will they ever tap out of that? Probably not. Wolf Run would have won this game already. Yeah. A little mistakey poo. Kill my werewolf with a command. My command isn't resolving. They have Force of Negation, but also this exiles. So let's not. They shock in Temple Guard, and maybe they have another Solitude to hardcast on my turn. We get some attacking in. Cannot remember what I have here. Right. Does Kiora have value? Making Eldrazi cantrip with Fanatic seems better against control. I don't know. It seems a little dirtily. Doesn't impact the board very well. You could choose to register it, yeah. Alright, let's just let this oh, they're targeting that? Alright, see if they have a blue card for the Force. They pitch another Force. Will they triple block here? Just a chump block. You should allow him to miss block before the attack cast. No, I want to respond to the Thought-Knot Seer draw ability so that my opponent has a much lower chance to have a blue card in hand for Force of Negation that we know about. Force of Negation does nothing. You're wrong. The Force of Negation countered my Kozilek's command. I responded to the card. You're wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. I responded to the card draw from Thought-Knot Seer with Kozilek's command so that my opponent would have a lower chance to have a blue card in hand for the Force of Negation that we knew was in there. Is that okay? We're on the same page. Okay, they find a Narset here. They still gain life every attack. I think yes. Can't remember. But if you remember the Force of Negation, that they did have a blue card for it, but I was trying to reduce the chances of that. Okay. So they find a Rin and 6 off their Narset. They do gain life, yes. We'll see, we'll see. One thing is they can't really attack. I don't have... I remember I put the other one a little bit lower in the deck. Maybe we should have devoured main phase 1. Okay. So I'll devour that probably. You know, I would say if my opponent was on 60 cards, he'd probably have a hard time answering all my threats, but they're on 80. I would be really surprised if they had Days Undoing in their deck, but they might. We do only have gas on our deck because we resolved the big Kozilek's command. I think I did misstack a little bit. Oh, they found another consign. When playing Scrying, I think they play when Scrying was. I think the play was when Scrying was to put the Mycospawn earlier so you could find Wolf Run. The problem is I shuffle all my good cards if I do that. So I wanted to put it at the bottom, but... we could have played better, I agree. By an expressive iteration. I have a 27 life. Like I only have gas on top. We're gonna play it out. They got only 8 minutes. 8 minutes is plenty here, game 3. Seems hard to beat this. Well, every top of my card in my library is good. Kessig Wolf Run kind of beats this. Okay, enough with the Kessig Wolf Run. I know I misplayed. Also, Wolf Run, I don't know. They have a lot of removal. But they literally just might not have enough removal spells in their deck. You know what I mean? They probably do because they have 80. They still have, 28 cards in their deck, but... they have a lot of air. They have a lot of Force of Negations, a lot of One Rings, a lot of expressive iterations. A lot of air in the deck. Okay, I think the next card is also a Linebreaker, which is definitely not the best here. But it's just some gas, we're gonna keep. Just, play a spell every turn, be at 27 life, and see if they can win the game. Yeah, 1 Solitude left, maybe an Omnath or 2. Surely there's Endurance. I don't know, there are 80 cards. Do you feel like they need Endurance? They would have decked themselves if they were at 60. But funny, I think they literally can just deck because every card is going to be relevant. Cycles of Xander's Lounge. Teferi can be by Solitude. Well, Solitude mostly, also the Fanatics, just I get to block and eternalize them. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I guess we've only seen one Flash so far. A Days Undoing would do it, but I think there's a good chance there are no copies of Days Undoing in their deck. So they return the Lounge instead of pinging the Fanatic here. I believe into one of Days Undoing. Maybe. Okay, with Thurgate, they discarded 2 more Narsets, so Days Undoing in the deck seems a lot more likely now. Could have tapped it a little bit better. It's okay. I can't remember what the next card is, but I know it's a spell. I think the next card is actually Kozilek's command. So it is a bit awkward into the Narset, I guess. Probably gonna lose the game. I assume it can't beat the Rin Ultimate? Maybe. Retrace the Solitude. Can also retrace Omnath. Not having an answer to ring turns things around fast. Yeah, I mean I have World Breakers in the deck. I could have played the game where I could answer the ring a bit better. Could have stacked my deck better. Could have got Kessig Wolf Run earlier. Could have done a lot. Well, this is pretty awkward because they have Narset and Teferi, so I can't cast it on their turn. I guess I'm just going to try to restack the deck. Make a bunch of spawns. Also exile their graveyard. Maybe that's better with the 6. Let's just exile the 6, or try to exile the 6. And exile the graveyard. I don't know how many more I can do. Can they beat spawns with this much time and clock? Maybe. So I can do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably gonna get countered, but yeah. Good to get the kid sign out of the hand. Cannot remember what the next card is, but I know it's a spell. Probably gonna lose. No, I don't think it's a 3rd K command. It could be, actually. I don't think it is. I don't think it's Mycospawn either. It could be. If they attack with a 6, they have to mill 3. See, I don't want to do that. It's probably not anything that really helps me stabilize. All of this would be nice. I'm sure my opponent has more counter magic in their hand. I think I'm going to concede. Well, I guess I get that resolved. Yeah, they're just going to be able to attack me twice. Alright. Probably could have played a little tighter there. But you can play some if you want to. Okay, so I think I put back Grove. It's kind of bad if I don't draw a land and my Fanatic dies, but it's not so bad if only one of those things happens. Now I want to be able to go turn 2 Fanatic, turn 3 Seer into also Mycospawn, but maybe that's not. Maybe that's not right. Yep. Okay, deck tech for Wooden Puddle. I'm gonna do this in case they Thoughtseize my Fanatic and I draw a Temple, I guess. Could be worse if I draw like Platinum Emperion. 1 ring Goryo's. Okay, the ring is not good in Goryo's. Dude, I would not put this in the deck. It's just like too high on the curve. Your deck is already like in a big way just all card advantage engine. Lush Portico, Graveyard Endurance. So maybe it's their second Nadu opponent. Like ring is good, but it like the meme of just put it in every deck is not true. And you're gonna have a hard time like just casting it turn 4. I don't think it's a super good backup plan in the deck. I would just really not recommend having any copies of the One Ring in your Goryo's deck. And you know, it is the One Ring, and so it's not like it's gonna be just like an embarrassing card to register. It's not like it's gonna be a card that is gonna like super underperform for you, but it just seems really suboptimal, high on the mana curve. I would really not recommend it. Especially when you have Frog as like plan B now too. I don't know how I would build Goryo's exactly, but I wouldn't do it like this. So I can't get wastes. 3 bending, 1 Gress over the rings. Yeah, I mean, what I am trying to say, I don't like have a Goryo's list I could show you right now because I haven't been working on the archetype. I don't know how I would build Goryo's, but okay, Abzan Yogg with Guide of Souls, interesting. But I wouldn't play the rings. I would probably not play Priest of Fell Rights, and I would probably play 4 Psychic Frogs. But it could be right to play Priest. It's a nice pickup. I think I'm going to go ahead and exile the Halfling, scry one, draw a card. Keep that card. Last game, our only lost because ring resolve lol. Is this a point that the ring should go in the Goryo's deck? Also, last game was lost because I misstacked my deck and I could have played around the ring. I could have stacked my deck a lot better. I don't know. I also lost because I didn't get Kessig Wolf Run earlier. But I don't know. I agree that the ring is a good modern card. I agree the ring is playable in modern. People, the 25 months, hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. So big game against Abs and Yogg, very interesting. Bringing in the Kozilek's returns, bringing in the Gemstone Caverns, probably off of over a Vista. Gonna do like trim. You just go down to 3-2. Try that. Then the main thing, some Pending Thought Seer is very good in Goryo's. Ripple's been underwhelming. Yeah. I don't know. I could maybe play some Goryo's at some point, but like I'm not gonna be able to give you like a really good Goryo's list, not having played it in a while and not testing. Obviously, like all of the same considerations are the same. Bog for the Nightmare, assuming they have it. I don't think Bog is like not super good against Nightmare, and I have Kozilek's command for Graveyard Hate already, but it would be reasonable to bring in. Do you think Boros Synergy can play Saga? It should not play Urza Saga. Urza Saga is to some extent, it's like the ring in that people try to put it into decks that it's not optimal, but Urza Saga is only good if your deck is very artifact focused, or if you're like tutoring up a broken one drop like Amulet of Vigor or Hammer or the Ozlith or something like that. It is not just like a good as a Courser's Accord, 6 mana, make 2/3/3s. And Saga's especially bad right now with all the Rathless guys running around. Trade main Pending and Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm not like as into the main deck Pending and Thoughtseize as other people are. It's better now though that you have the let's keep this one. It is a better plan now that you have Psychic Frog though, I think, to have like a little bit cheaper interaction. Runs on a Mold of 4. Yeah, or Shuko, yeah. Unironically. This idea comes from deck fitting's most energy. The deck seems super cool. Yeah, I mean, in that deck, you are like an artifact focused build, right? It makes a lot more sense than that shell. Honestly, you don't even have to play Saga in that deck, I think, but it's probably correct too. I guess I should have played Temple. If I could turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer against the Mold of 3, I should. I was just kind of locked in on Seer, Fanatic into Seer plus Mycospawn. I love Fanatic. So Fanatic's like becoming one of my favorite cards. Maybe I'll get a Labyrinth, so like Emperion's a bit easier to cast since I have 2 now. I think that makes sense. Just pick which big thing to cast. Here's a Birthing Ritual, which I could Worldbreaker or Devour. Probably Worldbreaker, so Devour can get something more impactful potentially. Can I play this plus something? I think so. So the rings at a 2, 1 priest, 1 Teferi, 2 mending. Yeah, I don't think you need mending. You have 8 looting effects already. Probably play like some split of Thoughtseize Teferi, pending. Alright. Okay, so let's get a 4-1 prediction. Lost a tough game 3 to Omnath. Let's keep this hand. I'm going to lead on Eldrazi Temple, so this way if I draw a forest, I can search up Mountain with Vista and vice versa. Looks like we're up in the Devourer mirror. Up against Tron, so maybe can try to prioritize using this to get mana, or sorry, to exile, exile mana. Right on time, Devourer of Destiny. Got to turn 2 ring on the draw. Mycospawn. Tough start. Seems like I probably am going to need to just cast Mycospawn and then cast a second Fanatic here. I think I'm going to grab Labyrinth and imprint Devour, since Devour is not very good. Helps me cast this Emperion. How about upgrades for Heliod, combo post MH3? A little bit, yeah. I mean, like, you get Guide of Souls, you get Ocelot Pride, you get Felia potentially. There's a lot of good white cards, but is Heliod combo like the best way to build a deck like this? Probably not. Heliod combo has always been kind of underpowered, and it doesn't seem like a combo that's super well positioned, but it could be something to play. Okay, probably get down a game here. Even if all they have is like Devour is going to be pretty good here. So make 4 spawns. Kind of just going through the motions here. Okay, so hopefully take something good. Okay, so Ugin can come down and get rid of my Fanatics and then be at 5 loyalty. Can I beat that? I don't know. Can't even activate my... Oh, I can't activate Kessig Wolf Run. They could plus. Plus is actually really bad. Yeah, I have to minus, because I just have the mana for the Wolf Run. Like 8 mana. Alright, getting in. Okay, so I can Wolf Run X equals 2. So I have to do that on the Mycospawn. And of course my opponent cannot draw any relevant non-land card for a while, and they get a card off the Thought-Knot Seer. If only opponent knew we'd fold a bridge. We have Worldbreaker, we don't fold a bridge. Alright, let's go to game 2. Okay, so down a game. I wonder if I'm gonna bring in Magebane Lizard. Obviously I'm bringing in the these. Nah. Fun thought though. Alright. Similar sideboard plan, trimming on the Madcap stuff, which we've been doing a lot. If I tried to build any Twiddlestorm list, seems there's room. A lot of food to the deck, especially Simic version. I was trying to build a version that had Sapphire Medallion alongside the like more of a splice build with whatever the splice twiddle is called. And I didn't get super far on building that one, but there could be something there. All right, we both have a Devour this time. Could see a good case for most of these. So if I go turn 2 Linebreaker, I can go turn 3 Kozilek's Command, and then I can kick a Mycospawn or cast a Worldbreaker. Yeah, Madcap also just hit for 4, hit for 9 plus 3, 12. Seemed pretty reasonable. I haven't actually got to do that curve yet. Yeah. Not quite as good as Crumble, maybe, but we'll take it. Linebreaker does kill pretty fast. Yeah, I had game 1, match 1, but we're on the draw against Nadu. We did beat the Nadu opponent, though. Alright, well, that was easy. So we have a turn 1 Gemstone Caverns. Into turn 1 Linebreaker, turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. I'm gonna keep. Kind of wild, this might not be good enough. Don't really have a follow-up at this point either. If I draw Fanatic, I could haste the Fanatic and cast something big. Okay, well, kind of an easy choice what to take there. Hit them for 8 down to 8. So it's turn 2, or sorry, 8. Does more damage. 9 down to 7. Thought-Knot Seers me. Hand's kind of blank. Not sure what the best draw is. I guess another Thought-Knot Seer. Okay. Figured it out. GG. Figured it out. Turn 3 kill. Someone, 18 months, new Super Card Essence Channeler. Sure, it is cool and Walking Bliss's Shell with Cauldron. I can't remember what that card does. I don't remember liking it that much. Maybe it was good. Okay. I mean, I do like the main deck Madcaps, and I like being able to board out a little bit. The sideboard did seem fine. I think it would be nice to have a sideboard card for like Jeskai and 4-color Omnath. That is what we lost to. So I guess that would be Emrakul the Promised End.